Hello, Home Slices. It's Kiera with Home Slice Adulting, coming to you all with a pretty random video or vlog video. Today there was a talent show at the school that I work at, and this talent show was for the first time made up of faculty and students. And so I have been inspired by some people in my life to really share my gift of singing, and I have always been really nervous about it because I'm not Mariah Carey or Whitney Houston, and I don't have their vocal range or their ability to do vocal acrobatics. So I've kind of hidden that part of myself away from people, and just recently some things that have been happening in my life and interacting with other people, I felt like it was time for me to get out of that and to begin to let my light shine. So when the request came out for faculty performers at this talent show, I kind of sat on it for a little while and let it sit in my inbox, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go for it. And I spent a lot more time than I wanted to trying to figure out what song to sing, trying not to go all out there and pick songs that had notes that I wasn't comfortable hitting, or songs that everybody would sing or know, or all that type of stuff. And so I didn't decide what song I was going to sing till like the day before. Was that yesterday? It was either yesterday or Saturday. I just had a really hard time figuring out what song to sing. And so I finally figured out what song I wanted to sing, and I did that. And it was ultimately the right... Thank you, Lord. All right, it was ultimately the right choice. It was a song that was, I was very comfortable in my vocal range with that song. It was a song that I knew by heart, so I didn't have to worry about stumbling over the words. It was a song that is relatively known. So, when you pick songs, if you pick a song that nobody knows or an original song, that kind of decreases people's enjoyment of it. Yeah, it does. I feel like it's always better to sing a song that enough people know so that you get people on your side with just nostalgia alone, okay? Nostalgia is a powerful emotion, and just people having that nostalgia just adds to your credibility, as a performer or whatever. So anyways, so I was pretty nervous, but not as nervous as I usually am. I think I kind of psyched myself out because, I guess, of the audience that I was singing to in front of, the students who go to my school and other faculty members. For whatever reason, it felt less risky. Like if you sing at your church or something like that, it feels riskier. I guess the more personal you are with, it's weird. I feel like it's weird because like I work at a school, but I don't really interact with the students all that often. And so for me, performing in front of the students wasn't really a big deal because I don't necessarily have anything to lose if it goes poorly. My co-workers, on the other hand, I have a little bit more to lose, but I guess because I'm kind of new at the job, and it wasn't that huge of a deal to do it, so I wasn't as nervous as I usually am. So the song that I finally decided to sing was Roberta Flack / the Fugees, Killing Me Softly. And again, because particularly Lauryn Hill's version has that like lower, deeper tone that's closer to my voice, I was very comfortable doing it. Didn't have like a lot of high notes or anything like that. And so this was just about me getting out there and proving that I could do it for myself. And there were like 2 shows. Like the performance venue was only big enough to fit half of the school in it. So they did like these 2 rotations. So, in the there was a morning show where half the school came, and then the other half of the school came for like the afternoon show or whatever. And so I had to perform twice. And personally, I think the first performance was a little bit better because I felt like I was getting a little sick. Like the performance venue was like super cold, and like I felt my throat getting a little itchy or whatever, but it was still a pretty good job. And of course, one of the things that like you're afraid of is when you tell people or show people that you can sing, they ask you to do it more often, and that is something that I've always been afraid of. If somebody has already asked me to sing at something else, which I don't mind, because the point is for me to get out of my comfort zone. I've always been shy about singing in front of people because there's always somebody who can hit a higher note than you, always somebody that can belt longer than you, always somebody who can do all the runs. Like I can't do all the runs, like I can't do all that. So it's my own insecurity and feeling like I had to sing like the best singer, Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, all jumbled up together. And that's not necessarily true. There's people out here who do their thing in their lane and are successful at it. Mary J. Blige, for one. Mary J. Blige has a unique voice, but she's not like a vocal acrobat per se. But at the end of the day, Mary J. Blige has her own thing, and we respect her for it, because her shtick is that she lets you into her life, and she's like from the hood, and she is like a around the way girl, and that's her thing, and that's how she's been able to last over the years. Some people it's vocal, some people it's other things. So just me realizing that I don't have to be a vocal genius, in order to share my gift with others. So I just felt good about that and wanted to share that. I considered singing one here, which makes me nervous, but what is life if you're not taking risks and being nervous? So I'm just gonna sing a little bit. Strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. Alright, that's all I'm going to give y'all. But just from this, I want to encourage people to share their gifts. You're not supposed to bury them under the ground because they can't multiply when you do that. So that's the message of this particular vlog. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And peace out, home slices.